Okay, so let's begin. Good morning. Thanks to everyone for joining this call today. Okay, so in our last class, we have discussed about uh, what are these animations in Flutter. Okay, so I just gave some introduction to animations in Flutter, and then I have I have set some sort of mindset to you guys, like what are the topics you need to learn and what kind of approach you need to take. Okay, so the reason why we did that was whenever you want to learn some animations in programming, you will come across some complicated keywords and it's very hard to remember them, or like more often it's very hard to do, right? So that is the reason why I took an entire class to create some sort of mindset, and then the topics what we need to cover for learning animations in Flutter. Okay, so these are the things what we are going to look into. Okay, so implicit widgets. Okay, I think I didn't save it properly, so give me a second. So here in like in implicit widgets, we are going to look into the widgets that come out of the box. Okay, so it means that implicit widgets. Okay, and then how to create custom implicit widgets using tween animation builder. And then in explicit we are going to look into the explicit widgets, and then animation widget, animation builder. Okay, so these are the things, these are the 5 topics what we are going to look in terms of animation. So let's start with implicit animations. Okay, so today probably we'll cover the out of the box widgets first of all, and then if we are having enough time we will cover the tween animation builder as well, so that you will be done with this. Okay, so straight away I will start creating a new project and then we'll start doing this stuff. Okay, so I'm just moving this side. Sorry. So okay, let me create a new project from here itself. Animation examples. So while the project creates like Arun shared some like some work what he did, right? It was really very good actually. He did some really good work. Like by looking at that example, it gives me a sense that like he really understood like whatever I shared to this course. Okay, and the important thing here is this course is all about not just learning Flutter. Okay, this course is about how to be a self learner. Okay, so that's my main intention. If you are a self learner, you can learn anything. Okay, so if you have some documentation, you can go through it and start learning this stuff. Okay, so what my what I'm saying is this is more about self learning rather than learning Flutter itself. So have that mindset. Whatever you come across, just try to read them and try to keep understanding. Okay, as days pass on, you will understand, you'll be understanding more and more and more. Okay, today if you are reading something, you'll not understand it instantly. Okay, maybe you might be not having that sort of knowledge. Okay, but if you are continuously reading every day, like one article every day, or doing one program every day, what will happen is within like 2 or 3 months you'll understand most of the things very much better compared to other guys. Okay, so start reading more stuff, start experimenting things. Okay, thanks so much Arun for sharing your work, and for others also, if you have done some good work, uh, keep sharing that with me. Okay, thank you. So I have created a sample project, right? Okay, like give me a second. I will keep one of. Okay, actually I did some groundwork for this. I'm just opening that project and keeping it aside. Okay, so I'm deleting everything as usual. Okay, as I said in my first, like in the animations class, introduction class, what we will do is we will try to write a counter app, okay, and use that as a base for creating animations. Okay, so this counter app, whatever we are going to have, will act as a base for each and everything. Okay, so the reason why we are doing this is like because we did all our examples in similar way, so let's these examples also lies in the same line. Okay, so I will create the stateless widget, my app, and then material app. So I'm just adding some commas over here in order to make sure that indentation is properly done. Okay. So actually, when we are actually initially programming, we will get confused why we need to why we have this sort of syntax in Flutter. Okay, why we need to add commas everywhere, and this is not the usual way we do in other programming languages, right? But when we add these commas, you can see that the indentation has changed magically. Okay, which is really very good. Okay, this, if my code looks like this, it's very easy for me to read. Okay, if my code looks like this, it's very difficult for me to read, right? Okay, and then I'm actually running it. Okay, so to ensure that there are no issues with my Flutter setup or the newly created project. Okay, so while it loads, what I would like to show is, okay, let me go to flutter.io. Okay, so for implicit widgets, okay, so in Flutter we have two types of widgets: implicit widgets, explicit widgets. Okay, sorry, in animations we have two types of animations. Okay, like in Flutter we have two types of widgets for animations. One is the implicit widgets and then explicit widgets. Okay, so I'm going to check into, like, my intention was, okay, let me check what are these implicit widgets in Flutter. So I go to flutter.io and then I will search with animation implicit widgets, and then I will see what exactly it is being written. Okay, it is saying implicit animations. Okay, development, like, okay, this looks something useful for us. Okay, so I'm just clicking over here. Okay, so this took me to the Flutter API. Okay, so you can actually go through this also, but anyways, uh, in API they have mentioned what is this implicit animated widgets, and then they mentioned that commonly implicit animated widgets, and they have given some types. Okay, see, you really don't have to remember all this stuff. One thing what you need to remember is, like, implicit widgets start with the keyword animated. Okay, whereas explicit widgets ends with the keyword transition. But this is not like a thumb rule, I can say, but most of the cases this is true. Okay, so most of the cases this is true. Maybe tomorrow another widget may come up, and they may be saying it's a implicit widget, but yet it might not be having animated keyboard. Okay, don't take it for granted, that's what I mean. But as per what I know, all implicit animated widgets will have this animated keyword. Okay, but you see the tween animation builder doesn't have it. Okay, it starts with tween, but the purpose of tween animation builder is to create a custom implicit widget. Okay, that's why it doesn't have it, but rest of the things are having. Okay, there might be other implicit animated widgets also, but as per the documentation, this is what it is shown here. Okay, maybe there might be other widgets as well, but based on our purpose we have to check and work. Okay, so let me add like a button as well as some text, like some counter text. Okay, what I will do is, so let me create another stateful widget. Okay, so I want, whenever the button is clicked, I want the number to be incremented, right? So I will create a stateful widget. Okay, my content, and then I will add a column children, click it dash tabs. Okay, and then raise the button. Okay, so let me call this container from here. Okay, so let me make it center. Add a main axis element. Okay, so now I have a button with some text. I want to change the text here. So for that I need to add some variable over here. Okay. Sorry, I think this should work. Okay, so this is working now. Now I'm going to take this as a base and then start animating this stuff. Okay, so now let's do one thing. Let's add some container around this text. Okay, and okay, container, and then add some color to it. Okay, and then I'll also add some padding. Okay, something like this we have. So let me do one thing here. I will, instead of passing padding here, okay, what I will do is I will create a variable over here. Okay, let me make it underscore padding, and then I will create a field for it. Okay, and then I will give some initial value. Okay, so if I'm making 26, whenever I reload, okay, restart, it is growing. Okay, so let me make it 6. So whenever I am clicking this button, not only changing this number, let me increment the padding as well. Okay, so I again restart it. So whenever I am clicking this, you can see that the box is getting increased, at the same time number is also getting increased. But the thing here is, this is not actually animating. Okay, so whenever this button is clicked, I want this container size to be increased through some sort of animation. For that, what I could do is, if you go to this Flutter documentation, obviously you will come across animated container. Okay, so let me try using animated container. Okay, so like, instead of this, I'm going to make it animated container. Okay, so when I change this to animated container, it is showing some yellow squiggly line, right? So I'm just going to click here and then see what it needs. It says that add required argument duration. Okay, so it says it needs duration. I can add duration itself. Okay, I can go here and see what is this duration. Duration is a class, okay, which means that I can directly declare it here. Okay, duration off, and then let me restart it. So when I'm clicking, it still have the same effect. Okay, it doesn't change anything. The reason is, if I go to duration, okay, if I scroll down, these values are already initiated to 0. Okay, so let me do one thing. I will take seconds, for example. Okay, what I can do is I can just go here and click this one as well to see what are the suggestions. I can go for seconds and add. If I go here, it takes int. Okay, int means 1 2 3 4. Okay, I given 1 second, and now see how it goes. Okay, you can see that the animation is happening, right? Okay, but it's too slow. What I will do is I'll make it milliseconds. 500. So I'm making it half second. Okay, now it goes much faster, or I'll make it 300. Okay, you can see that it is going like so. This is the basic animation. So here, animated container is a implicit widget which we are using. Okay, implicit widgets are out of the box widgets. Okay, so implicit widgets are the out of the box widgets that Flutter directly give. Okay, but it doesn't mean that Flutter doesn't give explicit widgets out of the box. Even for explicit widgets also, we have some of the out of the box widgets, but it's like when you are doing a simple animation, you go for implicit widget. When you are doing a complex animation, you go for explicit widget. So since this is an simple animation, we have gone for implicit widget. Okay, so this is the example for implicit widget. Okay, so, and one more thing, like for example, let me go here. If I go here, go to definition, you can see that it extends implicitly animated widget. But what I have observed is, not all of them are really extending this implicit animated widget. Okay, they are doing it slightly different. Okay, I'm not exactly sure of the reason why it's done like that, but whatever I'm going to share here now. Okay, so implicit widgets, explicit widgets, and examples, that itself is sufficient for you to use another animated widgets. Okay, for example, if you go with animated size, for example, let's see what's there. Okay, so this doesn't extends as animated content. If I go animated content, you can see that implicit animated widgets is showing here, but here it has a different thing. Okay, so this might have a slightly different way of implementing it. Okay, here you can see the duration is required, as well as something like vsync is required. Okay, but with some little more effort, you will be able to implement this. Okay, but the catch here is you should be implementing, like you should be knowing about how to implement all this stuff, then rest of the things will be easy. Okay, so what I mean is, once you are comfortable with some basic examples of all these types, then irrespective of from wherever they are inherited, you will be able to do it. Okay, that's what I mean. Even if they are not straightly inherited from implicit animated widgets, okay, by looking at the class and trying to understand what this stuff is, you will be able to do it. Okay, so I will, like as I said, when we cover more examples, you will be able to implement all these things also, the other kind of widgets also. But for most of the things, wherever if you see they are inherited from implicit animated widgets, probably you have to do it this way only. Okay, if there is anything else showing as required, obviously you have to pass it. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, so we have looked into the animated container. Okay, again, what I will do is, now we have covered about the implicit widgets. Let's look into the custom implicit animation. Okay, so for example, you want to perform some simple animation and you don't have an implicit widget for it. Okay, the next thing what you have to look into is tween animation builder. Okay, so one thing I want to share here is, when I say simple animation, like, or implicit animation, usually it's like going from one point to another point. Okay, it doesn't repeats forever, such kind of things. Or you want an animation to happen and stop, so that is where obviously you have to go with implicit widgets. So explicit widgets are like complicated, like complex animations. Okay, so now you want to animate something from one value to another value. Okay, for example, you want to animate, expand, like extend, like you want to grow the size of a container from 0, like maybe probably 50 to 100. Okay, and you found that there is no animated container, or there is no something which you want to do. Okay, for simple animation, you don't find a widget. Okay, that is when you go for tween animation builder. So let's see how we can use tween animation builder. Okay, so this is the stuff. Now, like, let me move back this example slightly. Okay, so here we have got a container. So let me do one thing. I will try to wrap this inside a tween animation builder. Okay, and try to resolve the issues. It asks for builder, duration, tween. Okay, so you can see some blue squiggly line. What I think what exactly it is saying is it needs a widget to be written, but it's not returning a widget. Okay, so here we have given child, right? Let me see if there is a child in Tween Animation Builder. Okay, so we got child, but still it needs to be written from here. Like, I think we should not use it like this. So let me remove this, add it here, remove this child. Oh, add a colon, add return. Okay, so let's see how is it working now. So it says that tween is null. So now I have to pass something for tween. It says that it needs tween dynamic and then it needs some duration. Okay, so for duration I will give seconds. Okay, seconds or milliseconds, whatever. So for testing, since we are testing, I'm not very much concerned about what value I'm giving here. So I'm just given one, and then I need to pass tween in order to make things working, right? So for tween, if you hover your mouse, it take tween dynamic tween. Okay. So the value what we are animating is an integer or a double value, right? So what I could do is, let me give tween of. So now there are no issues, but still it's not working. So I have to give some dynamic type. Okay, before that, what, like, let's see what parameters it need. Okay, you can see that it needs begin of some type. Let me make it null, and then it needs end. Okay, and let me make it null. Okay, so I want to give some value over here. So probably padding is something what I want to do, right? So for padding, I will give padding is an integer, right? Like double. Okay. So from 16.02, let me make it 50.0. Okay. Still it's fine. Okay. So tween here. But in order to access this value, this is the value I need to use. Okay. So I just have to replace this value over here. Let's see if it works or not. See, you can see that it's working, but usually what we could do is here it double is automatically taken because it's dynamic, right? You can also give something like this, okay, which will make it look much better. Okay, so whenever it is loaded, you can see that this animation is being performed. Okay, let's see if I could okay, sorry guys. So this is how we use tween animation builder. But what I want to try now is I want to make this button to actually increase this value and see if it works or not. Okay, I want to try it, but I never tried it. Let me see if it works or not. Okay, this works. Okay, so that's all about implicit animation, guys. The key takeaways from here are there are two types of implicit animated widgets. One is the widgets that Flutter offer. The other is the, if you feel like it's a simple animation, and then if you don't find an implicit widget, you can create your own using the tween animation builder. Okay, so these are the two things you need to learn about implicit animations in Flutter. Okay. Yep. Thank you so much for joining, guys. We'll end our class here today. Thank you so much.